nothing to prove now. As long as I'm alive, I'ma fight back. My fire never.
Welcome back to Portugal for the EDP Vissla Pro Ericeira post show. Loads of great talking points from another solid day of competition. And that intensity, that significance just ramping up as we continue to go through the round here. Joining myself, Paul Evans, in the studio to break it all down. Messrs Mundy and Alves. Have we enjoyed what we've seen from surfing today? Do we still love surfing?
Yeah, oh, absolutely love surfing. Yeah, I mean, there was probably 20% of it. I could have, you know, perhaps cut it down a bit. But yeah, there was so many waves ridden, so many high performance, sort of waves ridden.
And Chico, you've been enjoying yourself, mate. You got the shorts on, you got that summery vibe going.
Yeah, I love the day. No, not much wind during the morning, a lot of action. And it was quite consistent still, so we saw a lot of good surfing.
All right, let's go down and hear from the winner of the last heat, a man who was very patient at the beginning of the heat and then just smashed it out, dropped an excellent score, continued on from there. Joao Duru is with Joanna Gonel.
Yeah, Paul, Joao Duru, the patience guru on that never-ending wave. Did you see that 817 coming your way?
No, I wait a long time. I missed 2 waves. Now I have to wait the good one. Didn't look that good. I didn't see the second ball coming, but it was good luck for me.
We have a call for tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Are you excited for tomorrow?
I think should be smaller than this, so hope it's off. And Friday looks some good waves, so I hope they wait a little bit.
And what are you going to do during that waiting period?
No beers, stay the same.
And go feed your dog.
Yeah, we can enjoy with the dog and go surf with the mud.
Well, great job. Congratulations. You're in the next round.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Strictly business from Duru. A big smile from him. And he'll be delighted to make it through into that round of 24, guys. We've got a bunch of talking points to go through from today. That was one of them in that very last heat there. A bunch of quality out there. And even though conditions were a bit tricky at times, we still saw some really high scores and some real statement performances.
Yeah, absolutely. We had, I think every heat had opportunity as of yesterday. It was a bit smaller. The energy was a little bit lower. But every heat, pretty much, you know, we had 17 today, I think, had, you know, the opportunities for someone to flare up, and there was some big performances from a mix of young up-and-comers and established surf stars.
All right, well, you can't talk about getting qualification done and all those sort of talking points, loads of them. Just think of the action that we saw today as well. Our first moment of the day came from a Portuguese ripper. We'll get insights from Chico Alves about the performance of Caity Veselko, the local advances. She did it in fine style, Chico.
Yeah, she did. She's a ripper. I love to see her surf out here. I like to see her surf when she has the space to apply the pressure, and she did just that. She found the rhythm out there, applied a lot of pressure on those carves, and well deserved the eat by Kika, and amazing surfing by her with that 14.33 total, and with amazing technique in surfing. So she was really consistent throughout the whole heat, making good choices and not many mistakes. So it was good to see her rip early in the morning, and yeah, getting that win and confidence for the next round. I can't wait to see what she can actually do on this event. I think she can do really well and go actually really far on this event. So I think this is a good opportunity for her. I know she didn't add the results she wanted on the first few events of the year, but on this one, looks like she's on the way for a good one. So I can't wait for what she can do on the next round. Good claim there, support crew on point. So
moment number 4. This was a heat that saw 3 Hawaiians. One of them, this guy, last year's winner, defending event champ here, going really good on the Challengers too. But Zeke found himself in a really tough heat, and Ian Gentil got the win.
Yeah, underrated. Ian Gentil's been around a long time, and this could be one of those sort of statement performances that really kick his career on. Zeke, coming off the win in the Vans US Open in Huntington, last year's winner, confident. incredible CT class. But after a strong start, this man just kicked in the groove. How was that? Really stabby, turning the pocket. And he just got the confidence. And once he got into a rhythm, Ian just started really showing what he's capable of. And he's so experienced, real laid-back kind of a character. Never gets too carried away with his performances. But this one has the potential to, make a big difference to his year.
Yeah, he was hitting only a 1.23 at the end of that heat, and he was actually throwing layback snaps in the middle of the face of the wave. So no pressure for Ian Gentil. He's got some good results under his belt and looking really good here in Ericeira.
Moment number 3, Ethan Osborne. He's a bit naughty. We like him, don't we?
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with Ethan, do you? He's always up to something. He's a trickster. And he's new school. But I'll tell you what, Chico, he's new school, but he threw in some traditional power carves, and the whole package was really impressive.
Yeah, it was. What amazes me about him is that he can do anything. We saw pop shove it, we saw good carving, we saw laybacks. And that's the thing about his surfing that everyone loves. He's unpredictable and does turns like this one. Really technical, and he has so many variety of maneuvers in his repertoire, and amazing surfer. So I think he's doing just fine, and I think it's just for Ethan Osborne in this comp, it's just starting because there's swell on the way, and I can't wait to see him surf on a bigger wall.
He's so confident, doesn't he? You can just tell he's got there goes the pop shove it. He's just got this vibe about him. He's making good decisions. He's surfing's obviously at that level. He's not making many mistakes, and he looks really dangerous.
Number 2, this guy just showing his class fresh off the Ripco finals from the Final 5. Igarashi just ramps up the quality.
Yeah, he looked really relaxed and composed, generating so much speed in a wave that was so hard. And with turns like this, throwing the fins out, Igarashi just got through with a lot of finesse. So, and he just didn't got any of the good waves of the heat, but with the surfing he was doing, applying the pressure he didn't need the excellent wave.
Yeah, and you can also sense he's just warming up. He's surfing to what the scores he needs. I mean, he's doing a lot, and he's surfing incredibly well. But you know he's got gears to go through, and that's what the best surfers do. They get better as they go to the final stage, so look out for that.
Moment number 1 was a clear highlight from a great day, an historic moment. Rio Waida has qualified for the World Championship Tour. First Indonesian surfer ever to do that. His pathway there was some of these events in Australia. He won them, and he's come here today and he's made rounds, and he has qualified, guys. This is massive for the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Indonesia's known as one of those surfing havens. You know, for 30, 40 years, it's been a place where people go to get the waves of their life. In the last decade, the Indonesian surfers themselves have stepped up, and now, for the first time, we have a CT surfer coming from that amazing archipelago. He hasn't lost a heat in this event. He wasn't even aware that he was fully qualified, so he had the interview with Joanna. And it's just, it's so rare on these surfing days we get a truly historic moment that means a lot to a whole surfing country and culture. And that was today, and that was because this man was so good. I'll tell you what, we told him afterwards, and he was like, just concentrate on the next heat. So he's not getting away from him. He's so focused. He's still young, but he's such a good surfer, and I think he can do real damage on that CT, which he has booked for 2023.
I think he just wants to win heats. Seriously, he looks so focused all the time that he wants to win heats. He doesn't care if he has already won 2 challenges this year. If he can win 3, 4, 5, he's going to do it. And that's something about him that makes him so good. It's because he wants to win heats. And it's amazing that he made history today for Indonesia.
Rio Waida has qualified for the World Championship Tour. It's absolutely massive news, and it'll just be sinking in for him now. We told him in the post-heat interview, and I think after a few calls home and chat to some people, he'll start to realise the magnitude of the occasion. Those are our top 5 moments of the day. It brings us just one order of business left, the EDP Wave of the Day, and it was a man who was just an absolute bundle of energy today. Brazilian surfer, shone in the first round. Edgard Groggia smashed out an 8.83 today. Really good value for the EDP Wave of the Day.
Yeah, and you know, we saw Edward Silvestre was saying a couple of years ago, well, just that talent pool of Brazilian is out of control. And the flair on him and the dynamism, he's got it all. And this wave kind of showed exactly what he's got, because he just never stops. He's so powerful, and then he's got the air game as well. And you could just tell that once he got clicked into this wave, he was always going to make it pay. And these Brazilians, look, it's just inevitable that one of them is going to be right in the mix. There he goes,
Wow.
massive tail, fins first. He likes to claim. One of the probably 2 or 3 of those type of turns that we've seen, and only one with that amplitude and that reach, and that just sums up what an incredible performance of surfing we've had today.
Yeah,
what a way to finish.
What a day, boys. Ribeiro just doesn't let you down, does it?
Never. I'm so happy to be here today and enjoying all this action and with you boys.
How are we feeling about, I don't know, 7:30 call for an 8 o'clock start tomorrow? What do you think?
Yes, please.
Let's do it. 7:30.
WorldSurfLeague.com. Check back here tomorrow morning. 7:30 call for an 8:30 start local time. We're going to send you some highlights from today. We'll see you tomorrow.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.